All right, take a look at what's happened when a man's girlfriend was at odds with his mother.
She doesn't know boundaries. Tyler, what don't you understand? So it's your mom over me. You don't care about how I feel.
It's a great balance between the both. But it's always you, but it's gonna be my mom too.
Miss Audrey, ma'am.
My mom.
Excuse
Mom,
me.
shit, don't go, please.
Audrey, Tyler, shut up. Audrey, let me get you straight. That's my son. I don't know how you grew up or whoever raised you, but that's mine, okay?
All right, y'all. If your parent was meddling in your relationship, what would you do? Armand, let's go to you first. What would you
Listen,
do?
I understand the mom. You know, I feel bad for the man because you can't trust the woman either. She's a manipulator. The fact that that video is here and we're able to talk about it on TGIF is the reason why the mother doesn't like her. Man, we shouldn't even have this footage. The fact that you were sitting there recording that proves the mother right. You're not good for him. This should not be on the internet. That's how I look at it. So you're an opportunist. And if things get bad for you, you will expose my son at your earliest convenience. So I don't trust her. The fact that we're even talking about it, she's a no for me.
Oh, okay. Al.
That was a good one, Armand. Well, I don't know if it's unfortunate or fortunate, Armand. We later learned that this is a skit and she's a Tubi actress.
Oh.
So you let her have it, though, brother. You let her have it. But say it was real. What I just listened to you say just resonated to me. As a mother, they sense things, right? So I feel like it has to be mutual. I feel like sometimes, though, the new girl that's entering into the relationship of a mother-son, you have to respect that mother-son relationship. Now, if she's disrespecting you, then you need to take that disrespect to your boyfriend. What would I do if I was in that situation? I would talk to my significant other about the issue, and then I would bring my mother in and a third party to help mediate the conversation. So I would probably take it to a therapist's couch so that there's no, favoritism shown or no impartial situation, and let somebody help us, coach us through the issue, especially if I was in love with the young lady and I still wanted to protect and love my mother.
I'll tell you this, if I was her and this was a real, now that we know it's a skit, I wouldn't want to marry someone like that because I would feel like I'd always be undermined. And they say when a man finds a wife, he's supposed to leave his family and his new family is his wife. I think that's what they say in the Bible, is somewhere along the lines of that. They do say that. They do say that. But imagine, I will say this, there are a lot of women out here. I'm not just going to put this on Black women because I knew a white woman that did this as well. When their husband is gone, sometimes they put a lot of unnecessary pressure on their son, their mother-son relationship. It almost feels like they're dating their son. And you'd be like, yo, sometimes you're going over your boundaries and no woman will be good enough. And then when he breaks up with her, then she's like, whatever happened? What would I do? I wouldn't want to marry this guy. I would definitely want to have a conversation. I'd want to try to calm it down because you can't be happy knowing your man's mom don't rock with you. That's got to be so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it's going to cause fights with you and him. I don't want to fight with you over your mother, and that's definitely going to mess with my libido.
I just think it's important when people are in relationships, because this happens to me, unfortunately, because I have 9 brothers and sisters. And they always say I hate everybody's significant other, whether it's a girlfriend or a boyfriend, whatever. But I just feel as though, let me have my time with my sister or my brother, or let them have their time with their mother. A lot of times these spouses come in and they get intimidated or jealous when you have a person with a big family. They see the camaraderie, especially if they don't have a big family. They see the camaraderie amongst the family, and they start wanting to insert themselves all the time. Understand, you live with this person. You have your time. Maybe I don't want to see you every time I see my brother. Maybe I don't want to see you every time I see my sister. So let us have our moment with our family member, and you can have them back, I promise you. But I think sometimes these girlfriends, these boyfriends, they try to come in too strong and insert themselves and take that person completely away. And that's when it becomes a problem.
We have a couple comments. Sandra Minaj said, mom needs to stay in her lane. I will walk away from that relationship. And Rial says, when you get married, your spouse is your family and everyone else is your relative. It's biblical. Sleepy ZZZ says some mothers have an unhealthy relationship with their son because it didn't work out with the father. And Royalty QG said, my mother-in-law was disrespectful while we were dating and still is 26 years later. I've known her since I was 9. Ooh.
I agree with you, Armand, especially when you come from a close-knit family, because a lot of the spouses are jealous. They're jealous of that unique bond that you have. I come from a large family too, 6 of us. And what I've noticed, a lot of the spouses that come into our family, there is a rocky period. And some of the rocky periods we get over, some of them we don't. But I'm exactly like you. They do see the love, the camaraderie. They see like the house, you know, how the family structure is, and the love between parents, both parents, father, mother. And I feel like, in my opinion, they're a little bit jealous, and they do try to put a wedge in between it. So I get it.
All these dysfunctional people that need therapy. That's why I don't love them hoes.